Okay, Fire Prevention Week 2016. Don't wait, check the date. So, for example, this one was like 91-305. This one's on the back of this Fire X. But, for example, on this first alert, there really isn't anything. But you have that, be safe, replace. That still doesn't say when it was manufactured. Sometimes on these, it's like shown down there. Sometimes, like with the Volk alert here, it's just a little date code like that. So you would have to go by the UL issue number. You know, then you'd still need to know like what time frame like the 30,000s was. Now going through a couple others. On this BRK here, once again, there is no date, since this is an older one. So you'd have to, again, try to figure out which time span the 19,000s were. Same thing with this one here. Like this is the 13,000s. So interestingly, they both of those were being made at the same time. What about that? Now this, right there, is supposed to be a date in that rectangle, but there isn't. There's supposed to be a year, but for some reason there isn't on that one. Here's this Fire X. And there it is right there. 2002. So this definitely would be replaced, which of course it has. This one's from 2009. With some of these you've seen, like I think in the Sparky video, the official Sparky video, there was one like that. And some of these newer ones. So this one's 2014, which means both of those are still good. Sometimes, too, you might have a date on it that you wrote down, or the previous homeowner, like when the battery was replaced. But again here, you just have that 41153. How about on Gentex models here? Actually, the main label's missing off this one, but right there, this price tag type thing, February 10th of 93. So this is over 10, yeah. So that is over 10 years old and should be replaced, which again it is, since it's in my collection. There's this MasterGuard. Sometimes you'll see something on the label too, but that's only when the label was printed. But this one's from 94. So again, over 10 years old. Here's this Gentex, 12/08/93. So again, if this were in use, it should have been replaced, but I got that in an auction. So again, here you have that, and that's definitely not 2004 or 2004. So let's see if there's anything on the label here. Nope. But again, that's in the 29,000, so definitely should be replaced because, for example, if you go by those numbers, let's see. This one that was from 2009, the issue number is all the way in the 76 76 thousandths now. And with this one, all we have here is the serial number 001792. Again, it's probably just an arbitrary number, but who knows, that 79 could have been 1979. So, and this one here is from 93. It was an IEC, Interstate Electric, but the label peeled off. How about this guy here? Right there. Manufacturer, March of 1982. 91. That's not 91 because obviously you have 1982, so maybe like a shift number or something. Yeah, how about this one? It's Pyrotector. The label's starting to appear all. There, 090286. So that could be September 2nd of 86. So that's like 30 years. Yeah, 30 years. The Sears here. Again, I think all we have is the issue number 15,394. Plus, Sears stopped making detectors or selling their own brand in the early 90s. So, we've got some more here. This kit here. As you can see, it's from 2009, so they've actually been using this design since 2009. How about this lifesaver here? Basically, all you get is that serial number. But in this case, none of those numbers could really indicate a date, because it couldn't have been 43 or 1932, and definitely isn't from 2006. You need to have to find the you will. So the 33 thousandths. How about this decon here? One of them's chirping. Let's see. Again, can't find a date, so again, that's in the 35 thousandths, and that's pretty much in the 90s. So if you have one like this, I'm not sure. I think they were making them recently, so, but it still wouldn't be a bad idea to have it replaced, just to be safe. This Fire X here. You can't really make that out, really. These are from the 90s, though, so. That one was, I should say. How about this one? It's an Intermatic. Yep, the light timer people. Now, that could be 1981, but probably not. Again, that's probably just a serial number. Because, for example, there, single station fire alarm device, issue number 1626. So that's definitely not 81. How about this Gamma? Well, if you remember, there's not as much as far as labeling is concerned You have that. And then there's really no UL listing on here either, so how about this one? What's that? This is the Radio Shack. The base got broken. But those are probably from the 90s too. Yeah, I found that at the thrift store a while back. Savers. Mentioned that. Now here with this, 79 DCRI. So these came out in, or they came out with this design in 79. So you could say it's probably in that area, or era. But see, it's still 15,000, so definitely would have needed to be replaced. Here's this React. Let's see, 84. Then there's this, looks like 334. Maybe 334th day of the year. Because it couldn't have been the 34th day of the third month. Oh, and by the way, several years ago on FireX's website, when they were still, you know, from Maple Chase and that, not a division of Kidda, which they are now, they actually had their own little 10-year warning, and they had their FXB one, probably, or this design at least, since that design was over 10 years old. Okay, this is my 810, but the label came off, so can't remember when that was from. This FireX is from 91-305 for March 5th of 91, probably. How about this old Nalcor right there? That's 1988. So yeah, should be replaced by now, and wasn't even installed. So here's this 809. But again, there is no date here, so you have to go by these. 13,123. How about this one? This Erlagard. You have an F6P there, which again, kind of like the vocal alert there, could be just some, you know, date code, some random date code. See if there's anything else around here. No. So this is 14,000, so it's kind of in the same era as like that one. How about this FireX then? 95075, so that's 1995. So we'll probably replace these, because this is from 91. But again, should be replaced because later on they created one with a smaller LED here. Here's the Sears, which of course has the taped up light. $10,844. I still never forget that. But anyway, the Sunbeam. Let's see if we can find anything on here. There's an AJE. So again, that's probably just a random date code. or not random, but just one that only they would have known. Kind of like the cars. You know, they have these weird date codes that not too many people know. Some of them do, though. Here's this first alert. Let's see if it has a thing here. Yeah, right here. In this case, it's to the right of the battery. 2006. So this would have been expired 10 years ago. This one, again, it's just that serial number. It's probably just a random thing. Issue number 3868. So that's very old. How about this one? Probably one of the crown jewels of my collection. The original 700. See if there's anything on here. If you remember from the video, these were from the really early 70s. Because this was even before they had UL listing. There's a really good video on these. It was actually posted as a comment or a video reply to my video on this one. So, yeah, if it weren't for Dwayne Pearsall's daughter, then this design would have been something else, because she's the one who picked it. She's the one who chose it. Anyway, getting back in. There's that. Probably just nothing. Because it definitely couldn't have been from 1961. So we'll go by the UL 2000-068. So yeah. Again, 70s. So that one is probably the oldest I have, since it predates the UL, or at least the UL listing for those, for the smoke art models, and probably even the others too. Now this Universal here. I like that font. Can't remember what it's called offhand, but like some of the old Madden games used it, and Discovery Channel used it for a while. But anyway, getting back to the detector, you have this 7101. That could be from 71 maybe? No, because that's 2002-70, so, and that's probably just like a serial number or something. Like there's an inspection number probably. And use Universal Security Instruments too. Inspector 124 or whatever. So as you can tell, sometimes it's not easy to find the date on a detector. This one's 14,352. This old one. That makes me think there was a court case where the people sued BRK because that didn't go off. Of course, it could have been because of the ionization, but you know, since these are so old, it could have been that it was too old for it to go off. But you know, not in BRK's pocket or anything, so very well could have been a smoldering fire, and the ionizations are crap at detecting that. Oh, there's that. How about this old kidda? Well, I have to remove that screw. First of all, I guess I didn't even see that, but this says manufacturing date, but it just says 4A5. So, again, it's just your random date code. That was that Radio Shack there. We'll get to that kidda here. But here's this protector. Again, as I've mentioned, there really wasn't a date on it, but it's from the probably late 70s, since, like I said, I saw it in the 77 issue of Popular Science. So, and how about this old water pick here? $1,394. And I know this one's brand new, so that universal. Here's this 809. $40.30. Definitely not a simplex $40.30. So yeah. Now here, this new tone we've seen before. Let's see if, yeah, see, it's got like the price tag label there. If white balance would kick in here. Oop. Try to, there we go. So this is June 17th, 76. This thing was made 7 days after I was born. So 1 week after I was born, that thing was made. Again, this first alert really doesn't have a date on it, so yeah, you have to be careful. There's Fire X here, or this newer kit of Fire X. Come on, focus. This one's from 2014. So that's only a couple years old. My sister has these in her house. You know, the one I keep talking about and the one I keep mentioning every time. I love her though. There's this one, looks like this is 86 again. Yep. 86030, so 30th day maybe? Or March? No. I think like the 30th day of 86 maybe. Alright, let's get back to that kiddo. Okay, there we go. Date 7649. So either it'll be April 9th of 76 or maybe week 4, no, 49th day of 76 maybe. Inspector F9T. So there you go, folks. See what 2017's theme is going to be. It might sound strange, but hopefully it's something other than smoke detectors. Because last year, remember, was hear the beep while you sleep, and this year is don't wait, check the date. So let's hope next year is something else. But there you go, folks.